We might have to go back to the rooftop for this one.
All right.
Rooftop reviews. We're not going back to the rooftop, but just imagine we were buckets. You edited in behind me.
Not going to do that.
A sky, birds soaring, maybe one with a trout in the mouth. He got it out of the Gulf.
Not going to do it.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, especially if you love sneakers, because we upload a lot of sneaker videos. Buckets, please define a lot for the people.
Almost every single day.
Almost every single day. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Mr. Foamer Simpson. Same name across the boards. Last thing I want to mention before we dive into today's pair of sneakers is uncivilizedstore.com. Buckets, who is behind the camera, and myself, we have a clothing brand. Uncivilizedstore.com is where we sell it. A lot of it is made right here at the workshop by us, printed by hand. Almost all of it is made in the USA. We've got some dope stuff on the website right now, limited quantities, so we'll put a link in the description for your convenience. Boom. All the formalities out of the way, Buckets.
Yep.
Are you excited today?
Yeah, I'm as excited as I usually am.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I'm just regular.
You were there. You were there when these first dropped. All right, let's dive in. 3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the infamous Nike Air Foamposite 1 Galaxy. These just released and retail was $250. I gotta say, right out of the box, I don't even know where to begin. All the feels. This is one of those sneakers, if you were there when they first released, if you were outside, so to speak, these are gonna hold a special place in your heart. They first dropped back in 2012, and man, Buckets, I'm not exaggerating. This is not hyperbole. It was nuts.
Insane.
It was absolutely insane. They were part of this Galaxy-themed all-star lineup. There was the Kobe 7s, the KD 4s, the Big Bang LeBron 9s. You even had Air Flight 1s that glowed in the dark. Glowed in the dark. You had a pair of Dunks. It's easily the best all-star pack ever, in my opinion. So good. But it was also, Buckets, the timing of everything. Social media, sneakers were, I'm not even going to say bubbling at that point. Sneakers were pretty much at a full boil. You know, Concords had come back out, and there was like sneakers, the excitement, the energy around sneakers was crazy, and the Galaxy Foamposites just put it over the top. Also, keep in mind, this is during the era where you could actually camp out overnight for sneakers. It was first come, first serve, and it just so happened that year the All-Star game was in Florida. So Buckets, if you remember, Orlando got them, and I don't know if Miami had them at the time, but Tampa, where we were and are, definitely had them, and the entire release got shut down. Buckets, how many people were out there? 2,500, 3,000 people at University Mall in Tampa. Shouts to anyone who was out there with us. It was absolutely insane. So that first release got shut down, and then Buckets, if you remember, they kind of quietly released them. What was it like? I don't know, 4 or 5 days later?
I think it was like 8 days later.
It was about a week later. We were able to go in there, scoop our pairs, but man, it was the craziest release I had ever been a part of. So to be unboxing them in 2025 with sneakers being a lot more quiet now, at least relatively speaking, Buckets, that's fair to say.
Definitely more quiet than they were during this release.
Right, like the energy, no, but just that time. Like the energy, the excitement, it's just not the same now. I think because they don't do campouts. I think because it has become even more mainstream, a lot more mainstream than it was then. You got to remember that's, 13 years ago. So just crazy to have them in hand now in 2025. And for me, they hit just as hard. I don't wear foams very much these days, but I am definitely, just out of respect, I'm gonna put these on the pavement and I'm gonna log some miles in them. Detail-wise, there's not too much to talk about. You see the Galaxy print, obviously. That's the main feature, if you will. Remove before flight hang tag. I'm so glad they included that. You got the black suede or nubuck running along the eye stay here. You've got black mesh on the heel with that 1 cent logo, as you can see. You've got another penny logo on the tongue. Pull tab front and back, silver strip down the middle of the tongue here. You've got a little mini swoosh as well. Carbon fiber plates on the sides and the bottom. And of course, the outsole is the infamous glow in the dark with the black traction pattern down the middle. Listen, I grew up loving foamposites. The original royal blue is my all-time favorite. I will say, on that note, I do prefer the older shape. These newer foamposites look a little different, and even the shell is much softer to the touch. It's not a big deal, but it is something to note. I think the success of pairs like these Galaxy foams, buckets, there was the metallic reds, there was a couple of them that really caused Nike to overdo it, quite frankly. Just too many colorways, too many weird prints and patterns, and it honestly kind of killed the shoe for me. I will forever love the classics though. The eggplant foams, coppers, there are some beautiful colorways out there. Buckets, remember they were doing like Weatherman and thermal and pizza print, that it was nuts.
Some of them were very bad.
Yeah, they beat them into the ground. I'm glad they gave it a little time to breathe, a little time to relax, and now they're bringing back a classic like this one. Also, I totally understand if you do not care about this sneaker at all. If you weren't there back then, the nostalgia, the memories, the feels, I understand if those don't resonate with you. If you weren't clamoring outside your local sneaker spot, so few stores even had them.
It was very limited.
Like we had one spot in our area that had them, and like I said, it got shut down. But again, it's just, we always say this, sneakers are like music. They can take you back to an exact point in time, an exact point in your life, and that's what these do for me. Bucket, you agree?
For sure.
Because you were out there with me. I'm surprised you're not more excited about them. You're not really a foamposite guy, but still.
No, I mean, I'm excited about the sneaker. I'm just not excited about, I'm the same level of excitement today that I'll be tomorrow and that I was yesterday.
Not too high, not too low.
Yeah.
Even keel.
Even killed. Kobe, mom mentality.
This is a 10 out of 10, 100%. Not even debatable for me. My personal opinion. Remember also, what I like, what Buckets likes, what you like, they don't all have to align. You can like what you like, I like what I like, etc., etc. That goes without saying, but just throwing it out there for the people because I already know there's going to be the comments, these suck, these are hideous, these are ugly. I get it. I love them. I love them, okay? Buckets, I'm giving them a 10. What are you giving them?
10.
10 out of 10.
For sure.
Buckets, so for you swindled me there a little bit. You threw me off.
I mean, I don't think I threw you off. I said I was
like, are you excited about these? You're like, nope.
No, you said, am I excited today?
Yeah, like about the sneaker we're about to dive into.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about the 4 or 5 hours of editing I got ahead of me.
Okay. All right. In the trenches.
Yeah, I got to, Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add about these?
I just think that people get into sneakers at different times, right?
100%.
So there's people who got into sneakers, for example, after the Ultra Boost 1.0.
Right.
And people who got into sneakers last year.
Right.
And when we got into sneakers.
Yep.
People got into sneakers before that.
Uh-huh.
And I think I think that's awesome. When people find the love for sneakers.
100%.
Wherever they meet that, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Wherever your timeline begins.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that if you are post this Galaxy release,
right,
these are not going to hit the same way.
Probably not.
And that's totally fine. But for us, we were there.
This was also, and I actually just thought of it now, but this was right before we started the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We started the YouTube channel that same year, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple months after this.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of part of, like when I think of these and when I see these, it brings me back to that too. It's like the start of, we were into sneakers years and years and years before the Galaxy Foams dropped. But there's something about the Galaxy Foams that like is a major moment for us, which is dope.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel, the way sneakers exploded, the fact that we've been able to turn it into a career and what we do now, and just sitting here in the studio and talking about sneakers day in and day out. So the Galaxy Foamposites, special place in me heart. Buckets agrees, despite his lack of excitement. Leave a comment below. Let us know how you feel. Like them, love them, hate them. Were you there? Were you not there? How do you feel? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana, same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Buckets, anything to add?
Nope.
Adios.